Everybody, checking in here to go over just some more conversational points on our regathering this weekend. Um, you know, what I've found in talking with a lot of you is there are a lot of opinions on. Hold on, this camera is weird. A lot of opinions on regathering, a lot of opinions on restrictions, a lot of opinions on the value of restrictions, the role of government, etc., etc. And I want to communicate this very clearly that there are lots of opinions, there are lots of news sources, there are lots of directions, but in the context of our church gathering and our church community, in the midst of all the opinions and views, at some point there has to be a view and there has to be a practice. And right now, that view and that practice is mine. And I've consulted with people I trust in different fields, and I read a bunch of stuff too. What we're doing as we regather is a product of what I think our prevailing practice ought to be. So, we're not really at a point where we're going to be negotiating that stuff for a while. So come with that knowledge to attend church. But here are some things I want to just offer for your consideration and to think about. I realize that there are a number of concerns, right? And so in my mind, the top three concerns of people are, relative to the discomfort of wearing masks. People are concerned with the discomfort, especially people with children. People are concerned about singing. Some people are very concerned that we make sure no one sings with the mask on or off, doesn't matter. Some people are like, well, if I have my mask on, can you tell I'm singing, Are you going to walk around and tap me on the shoulder, right? So that's a concern. And the other concern is just how to manage personal contact. Are we going to be walking around making sure nobody touches or is too close? Are we going to have 2 yardsticks taped together and walk around and measure people? So let me address those things just briefly, okay? So relative to masking, right now you have to keep your mask on the whole time. And we're asking you, please, please, please do your best to keep your mask on the whole time. We understand it's very difficult with children. Do your best. Do your best with your kids. I'd say prioritize when you're moving around the gym and the building. Prioritize those moments for when you really try to get a mask on your kid. Kids under 2, they don't have to. Kids around 2, come on. We're not going to ask for your children's birth dates. Just do your best, okay? If a kid breaks free, a 3 or 4-year-old breaks breaks free and runs across the room without a mask on, I hope we all don't go we can handle this stuff, okay? Love and grace and humility, right? So parents, do your best. You know your kids. If you have an older kid that's really a pain and won't wear the mask, talk to me about it. Let's try to figure something out, okay? So yeah, do your best with masking. No, we're not going to heavily police this to the point where it ruins everybody's experience in public worship. But you're part of that. So do your very best. And for those of us who feel very strongly about wearing the mask, we've got to have grace too. And we've got to be loving toward our brothers and sisters, particularly our brothers and sisters in Christ in our local church community. So let's pump the brakes a little bit, okay? Here's the thing to remember about masking, everyone. And this is just, whether you agree with it or not, this is what's behind masking. It's to protect other people from you. It doesn't signal anything about you other than you care about the other people around you. It may be that you care about their perception. It may be that you care about their health. some spectrum there. You care about other people around you. And so wearing the mask is primarily for others, not for you. It's a service to others. And particularly with our view and vision of ministry to our particular community, it's very important that we are seen in this urban community as being a group of people that value masking because it values the other person. That's why you got to do it. That's why you got to do your best. Relative to vaccines kind of the other side of the coin. The vaccination, if you choose to get it, is for you. It's not for others. The vaccination doesn't really help anybody else. It helps you, and that's great. And as many of you as want the vaccine, I hope you go get the vaccine. It can give you peace of mind. It can, according to most government sources and most reviews, the vaccine does prevent you from getting severe symptoms of COVID. That's great. That's for you. That doesn't mean you can come in without a mask, because you can still transmit the virus even if you're vaccinated. So masks are for others. Wear them to show others that you care. Vaccine is for you. Get the vaccine if it makes you feel safer. It's great. It's easy. Okay. So, remember those things relative to masking. Singing. I'm still not comfortable with just saying everybody sing. Okay. Now, yes, can you tell I'm singing with my mask on? No, I can't tell. Okay. So nobody's going to come around and are they singing? But please be wise. Remember, we're thinking about other people and their safety and their perception even in our church community. So be wise. Will we be able to sing with masks on soon? I hope. Will we be able to get rid of masks sometime? Yes, I hope. Okay, but for now, that's where we're at. So don't belt it out in the back of the room and then hyperventilate or something because your mask is too tight and you're trying to sing. Just be thoughtful, be kind, be wise, think about other people. Okay. Personal contact, right? Again, just be thoughtful. There are people in my life who I slap it up, we pound it, we hug. There's an agreement. We do that. We know each other, but not everybody feels that way. And so there aren't a lot of people that I see in church. I'm just like, get in here, okay? You have to be thoughtful about that. You've never been thoughtful about that before. It's restrictive. It's frustrating. I get it. You have to be thoughtful about that right now. You can't just walk up and hug everybody. People have different perceptions of this whole thing and different understandings. So the basic rule in church is still pretty much the basic rule out in the community. You gotta think about it. Okay? You can't just walk up, hug, expect somebody to shake your hand. It's just the way things are right now. It's the same way in our church as it is out there. People have a variety of views and opinions and expectations, and there are people that don't want you touching them. You could be offended by that, or you can say, I'm here to serve. And right now, to serve my brother or sister means I keep my hands to myself. Okay? So just think it through, please. I think it's very important, given those three things, that we have very good communication. Somebody rubs you the wrong way, you get offended, it's probably best to deal with that as soon as you can. Whether in a follow-up phone call, I highly recommend you not text each other these things, okay? Have a phone call, have a Zoom, get together if you're comfortable with that, and talk it out and try to come to an understanding about these things. Overall, what I want people to remember is this church has a mission in the community to serve this particular neighborhood. And to serve this particular neighborhood, we need strength in our relationships, and we need unity in our views. I'm giving you the view right now. I'm giving you the view around which you must unify if we're going to do mission in the neighborhood. I'm not saying it's the most right view ever. I'm not saying that this view doesn't shift and change as things shift and change in the world. I'm saying right now, this is the view for us to have public worship together. This is the opinion we're going to follow. And if you want to serve our community, you have to get behind it. You have to be part of it. You have to participate. And you have to promote it. That's not legalistic. It has nothing to do with your faith or your own godly living. It has to do with your participation with us as a church on a mission to serve our neighborhood. So I'm definitely open to talk more about these things. I don't want to get into too many conversations about different views and opinions. I want to talk about how to help you participate and live together. So that's that. It was much easier to say that than to put it in an email. So I look forward to seeing A group the Sunday, B group the following Sunday, and reach out to me, please, if you want to talk. I can have conversations with you, and I look forward to it. So Lord bless you all. We'll see you soon.